ever told yourself, next time I'm not gonna react like that? That is not me, I am not crazy, mm-mm. And the next time comes around and you do it again. Same reaction, same outburst of crazy emotions, same regret. And afterwards you're sitting there like, oh my God, am I crazy? Like, who am I? Why am I like this? What if I told you it's not about willpower? It's about your nervous system. It's your nervous system taking over in real time. And in this video, I'm gonna show you, based on psychology and how your nervous system actually works, what's happening in your body when you feel or get triggered, why you feel like you lose control in the moment, and exactly how to regulate yourself in real time so you stop repeating these same patterns, because they're toxic and they're not healthy, and that's not us, right? So let me get a sip of water. But if you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Leanne. I created this space where I just talk about universal principles and how I've been able to utilize them to create a beautiful life for myself. So if you are into this sort of thing, make sure you hit subscribe, because I come out with videos like this on a weekly basis. And yeah, I share real life examples, whether they're from the past or present. Like this is a follow-up video of how I sabotaged my birthday last week. So, all right, stay with me, because what I'm about to show you is the difference between staying stuck in emotional cycles and actually becoming aware of this and becoming the version of you who feels in control. But first, let's talk about why you feel like you lose control. And I want to say you're not crazy. I'm not crazy, even though we act crazy. But you're not broken, and you're not too emotional. You are running a nervous system pattern. And when you get triggered, your brain, it literally shifts out of logic and into protection. So you're no longer operating from your higher thinking. Your brain like goes into fight or flight mode. It's operating from survival. And your nervous system is like a safety scanner. It's constantly scanning everything, every room and situation, and it's just basically the job is to keep you safe. It's not saying, what does Leanne want right now? No, it's what feels safe and familiar to Leanne? What feels safe and familiar, even if that familiar is disappointment, inconsistency, feeling unseen, emotional chaos. It does not matter, because it's not what you want. This is all subconsciously. So in that moment, you're not choosing your reaction. Your body is literally like running on a program it learned a long time ago. And the sad part, it's like most of the time we had nothing to do like with it. We didn't choose it. So this is why you can sit there when you're calm and say, I'm not gonna react like that again. But then the moment comes and it's like something takes over your body and you turn into this like other creature, right? I mean, I don't know, have you ever been like in an argument and halfway throughout the argument, you're just still fighting, but you're telling yourself, stop. I've done it, like, Leanne, stop talking right now. Like, you are ridiculous, like, but you can't. That right there is nervous system takeover. Your body thinks it's protecting you, even though it's not. It's actually damaging you, damaging your relationships. And this is the scary part, because most of the time, you're not reacting to what's actually happening right now. Because once you become aware of this and you learn this, you're gonna be like, oh my God, you're reacting to what it reminds your body of. So something small happens, but it feels big, right? I've been there. You're like, why does this feel so intense right now? Because it's not just about now. It's about every time your body has ever felt the same feeling. It's like your nervous system goes, oh, I know this feeling. And it literally pulls up this old emotional history file. It's like, whoop, whoop, and it puts you there. And now you're reacting not just to who you are today, but as the little girl who felt unseen, or the teenager who felt rejected, the version of you who had to over-explain to be understood, all at once. And of course, that can feel and will be extremely overwhelming. So now let's get to the solution, right? Here's the shift that changes everything. You don't need to control your emotion. You need to regulate your body. Hear me out. Because trying to control your emotion when your nervous system is activated is literally like trying to calm a fire alarm by yelling at it. Like, say my fire alarm's going off and I say, stop, stop, right? It's loud, it's yelling, it's overwhelming, and you're like, stop alarm. That's the alarm's not the problem. The smoke is. Your emotions are the alarm. Your nervous system is detecting the smoke. So instead of trying to control the reaction, we regulate the system. Now, let's do that. Let's talk about how we're going to do that. What to do in the moment when you feel triggered. Try this. Picture this. You feel the wave come up. They said something. Whew, you're like hot in your chest, tight. Oh my God, here it comes. You're ready to react, to say something, to shut down or to cry or act real crazy, defend, flip the table. I don't know. I've been a little maybe there. This is the moment everything changes. Because step one, interrupt, pause, don't speak. I know everything in your body wants to react, but silence is your power. You are the king, you're the queen, you got the power. Silent. Even if all you can say is, give me a minute, or give me a second. Don't be afraid to even say it out loud. I've done it. Just do it. Just give me a minute. That alone starts this break. It starts to break the pattern. Your old identity reacts immediately. Your new identity, he or she is like, I'm gonna pause. It feels good too when you can like do it and then you catch yourself. I'm always like, yeah, in the background. Step two, ground your body. Bring your attention out of your head and into your body. Get out of here, get out of this noise. Put your hand on your heart or your stomach, whatever is going to calm you or soothe you. Just get out of this. Inhale, exhale. Do it through your mouth and this is so important because what you're doing is you're actually teaching your nervous system safety. It's no longer, in this chaos, it's calming things down. Do it for 5 to 10 minutes. And I'm telling you, you will feel this shift. Not perfect, not soft, but more grounded, less reactive. Step 3, orient to reality. This is a big one. Sweetheart, honey, please ask yourself, am I safe right now? Do I feel safe? Because feelings can lie. Ask, am I actually safe right now? Most of the time, the answer is yes. You're not that little girl or boy anymore. You're not in that past situation. You're not powerless. But your body doesn't know. Your body doesn't know until you tell it. So bring yourself back to the present situation, back to this present moment. Look around. Notice where you are. Slow everything down. Because right now, you're here. Not there. And I'll be honest with you. This is what I did not do on my birthday. I went straight back into that little girl. I went back into those emotions, back into those reactions, like fighting, kicking, and screaming, straight into meaning instead of grounding my body first. And because of that, everything felt bigger than it actually was. And the moment I became aware of it, everything started to shift. Because our awareness creates space. And space is where your power is. So I'm not saying the goal isn't to never feel triggered, because that's going to happen. The goal is become the person who can hold themselves in the moment they are triggered. That's emotional power. That is nervous system regulation. Because life is going to happen. People are going to be imperfect. But when you regulate, you don't lose yourself in the moment. You stay anchored. And from that place, you will respond instead of react. Reacting is automatic. It's fast, it's emotional, it's productive, it can be crazy, right? Responding is intentional, grounded, aware. It's powerful. And the only thing that creates this shift, that shift, is regulation. Now, if you're thinking, what if I don't catch it, Leanne? What if I don't catch it in time? That's okay. This is practice. Even catching it after is progress. Because I did on my birthday. And I turned 41 years old. So even if you catch it afterwards, even reflecting after is like rewiring. Because every time you bring awareness to your reaction, you're teaching your nervous system, we don't need to do that anymore. And over time, you're going to start catching it earlier, pausing faster, feeling good about it, regulating quicker. And one day, something's going to happen that normally would have triggered you to really lose your emotional space. And you just won't. You won't react the same. That's when you realize you've changed, not because you forced it, but because you regulated it. And what's the sad part is, I can't believe I wasted that much I didn't know, but most people go their entire lives thinking it's them, thinking they're the problem, thinking they're too emotional or too sensitive, when in reality, it's just their nervous system running patterns it learned. And once you understand that, everything starts to make sense. Because we're all just nervous systems here having an exchange, right? We're all just interacting nervous systems. And when you understand your own, you stop taking things so personally. You stop overreacting. You stop hurting yourself and the people you care about the most that are around you. And your relationships are going to start to feel completely different. And you are too, because you're no longer operating from survival, and you're not back there. You're here. You're operating from awareness, present moment. And that changes everything. So, with that being said, if this resonated with you, I want you to comment rise below. I want to know who's ready to stop reacting, being crazy, and start reacting and responding the right way from a regulated nervous system. And if you're serious about this and you start practicing today, in the messy moments, not the perfect ones, because that's where real change happens. When you can become aware of them and say, even in these messy, crazy moments that I didn't even want to admit in the previous video I made about what I did on my birthday. That's progress. That is change. And we all deserve to have a beautiful life, and we don't want to hurt our loved ones or ourselves. So, with that being said, until the next video, much peace and love.